mean to brag, I don't mean to boast, but you can tell from my approach that I'm the third eye coach. Greetings. Thanks for being with me for this video. As what you can see behind me, which is this city of New Orleans, Nineveh. Soon cities like this will be a thing of the past. And I'm saying that just to be modest. Just in the Torah, if you take, for example, the Torah, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying about Israel, the real Israel. Just like we miss out on the fact that it's the real Israel, we miss out on the fact that it's the real Akkadian. There's a Akkadian god by the name of Annunaqi, which brings me to the point of mentioning why I'm mentioning New Orleans being Nineveh is because in the 2nd chapter, 14 verse, pretty much any book, any Bible, I don't give a care what kind of Bible it is, you're gonna find Assyria, the word Assyria, just like the country over in the Middle East. And that is a problem because it's a language from what the definition of Assyria is within the Torah and within the 2nd chapter, 14 verse of Genesis. So it's a language, and it's not just one language, it just so happens to be 3 languages. And the 3 languages are your Aramaic, your Sumerian, and then your Akkadian, which is Akkadian. And what does that have to do with anything? Is because there simply was no letter J, so there couldn't have been any J words, any words that begin with a letter J. That actually, in place of the letter J, it was I and Y. The reason why the Old Testament had to be created into a New Testament is because they had to rewrite themselves into the picture. So therefore they had to create certain modern day English and Latin American languages and alphabets so they can, like I say again, write themselves into the picture. So the fact is that there still wasn't any letter J, so there couldn't have been any J words, let alone it be Jesus. It couldn't have been anything. It couldn't have been a Jacob. It couldn't have been a Jesus. Matter of fact, Jacob, which is Yaqub. So therefore, the Yaqub story is something that is a whole nother video for a whole nother day and time. But at the same time, you see where we pretty much are not playing with the full deck of cards we think we're playing with. So we can't afford to be emotional and think with our ego. So as so-called black people, we're all about being misinformed. So especially if you don't read, if you hadn't read a book and I don't know how long from cover, from front to back, and you never read a book since you probably last was in high school, you are definitely in over your head on this one. Because these people get paid. They're political scientists. Machiavelli faked his death because he was a political scientist that knew trust law, that knew what you call today maritime admiralty law, contract law. They got it from the nobles of the Moors. It's time to realize it's about the United States versus America, which the average everyday old person will confuse what they think they know about this kind of stuff. That really Turtle Island, if you want to go look up Turtle Island, and you'll find the $5 Indian was given the land of the Turtle Island, which was all of Turtle Island. All our ancestors and our tribal ancestors and our indigenous ancestors that was here, that are still here. They got evidence of the mounds in the Watson Break and the Poverty Point right here in Louisiana. That's some of the oldest mounds on the planet. So everything right here is in Akkadian. Everything is really Akkadian right here. There is even an Akkadian parish in North Louisiana, but it's not spelled with the 2 K's. It's spelled with a C, Acadian. So they know that the real gods right here is from this Assyria right here, this Akkadian right here, this Nineveh right here. Not that fake one over there that they had to stage and throw a decoy to throw you off from where the real people and the real tribe of Israel is from. Now, before all of this actually spread into a continental drift and from the great earthquake, all of this was Pangea. All of this was one big old chunk of land. So really, the Israelites is, when now that everything is broken apart, all spread it all over this earth. Because again, this earth was nothing but a big chunk of land of Pangea, where all of the tribes and all of the original genomes and all of the carbonated life forms that were here, that evolved from immobile single cell organisms, and they were carbonated because this took the sun to create these organisms that I referred to. It didn't take the moon. And the high ethers of the gods that's manifested on this earth in this third dimension, we always been calling ourselves back to the home of where we came from. We ain't gonna make it hard on ourselves. Not no real Eloheem. Not no real tribe of Israel. Not no real blood type oath. That's not gonna happen. So we waking up because at the end of the day, this election ain't over with.